It's January 1st, 2025, and I have some goals. I want to start making videos because I want to track my progress on different goals that I have and keep myself accountable throughout the year. I've wanted to make videos for a really long time, but I think I've just always found a reason to stop, whether it's not having a good camera or the audio or just like busy life, but this year just feels like the year. I really want to do it. I really don't want to not do it. Setting the goal of doing it once a month, I think, makes a lot of sense. I really just want to see what a year in my life looks like and to be able to continually check in with myself and make sure that I'm making the progress, or at least trying to make the progress that I want to see throughout the year. So yeah, I'm here just doing it super imperfectly. Okay, first goal, regular fitness. My goal is to do one yoga class per week, and then hopefully one at-home yoga class by myself. And also I would like to start trying Pilates once a week. I want to be able to journal once per week. I used to journal all the time, maybe like every day, but it's kind of fallen out of habit a little bit. It's way more irregular than I'd like. So just starting once a week, trying to get it more consistent so I can like hang out with myself a bit more and understand what's happening. Another goal is I want to do this. I want to create a video once a month just to follow my goals and, like I said, keep accountable. Next goal is I want to post to my art account once a week. I don't know how this goal is going to work with the video goal. I'm worried that one of them will fall to the wayside, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to try my best. Next goal, I want to buy a new phone, hopefully. So have a plan to buy that new phone, new gear. It's not really it's more of like a buying goal. It's not a super like, I don't know, it seems different. Big goal is I want to learn how to drive this year. It's been on the back burner so many times to learn how to drive, and I go back and forth on it so much. So this year I'd like to study up again, take the L, truly commit to it. Even saying that is really scary. A big goal is I want to start to clear my photos on my iPhone. I feel like I have over 20,000 photos on my iPhone from like 2020 onwards to the present. And that's just too many photos. It's just too many photos, and I'm too stressed about it. And mainly there's leaving no room to create new stuff, and that's what I want to do. I want to create new things, and to be able to have that mental space and storage space to film and experiment things without worrying about filling up my storage. Like, I'm worried about that happening literally right now. Yeah, it sounds so simple, but I think it's gonna be huge for me because it's just one of those blocks. It's like, oh, I can't do it because it's annoying that, I'm not gonna have enough storage space. So anyways, I'm really glad I did this. I'm doing this. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna just keep trying to build a rough schedule of like when to film stuff or film B-roll. And then I guess upload to my computer and start doing this thing. Okay, so this is day 1 of week 1. I had no idea what I was doing, so I went for a walk. It's quite gray in January, so I decided to just try to find things that made me happy and felt beautiful. And it worked! When I got home, I knew I had to start the task I had been dreading, which was to restart again on learning how to drive, which meant learning the manual. For me, learning how to drive has always been a block. Both for the anxiety of actually being on the road, but also the boredom of absorbing the information. For some reason, the info in the driving booklet has been so hard for me to comprehend. This is not going as well as I'd hoped. Facing this roadblock once again, I knew I had to do something different this time. So I ended up finding this Speechify app, which I'd been getting so many ads from, and I decided if I learned how to drive in the voice of Gwyneth Paltrow, maybe this time I'd really learn. Listen, Learning to drive is about independence, confidence, and honestly, just making your life easier. There's something so empowering about knowing you can get yourself anywhere, anytime. Think of it like a wellness practice, except instead of green juice, it's the open road. You deserve that freedom. Just take it step by step, stay present, and trust yourself. You've got this. Gwyneth. On week 2, something unexpected happened. The sun came out. It's amazing difference just a little sunshine can make. It greatly affects my mood and my outlook on everything. This morning walk was a real treat. Just time to bask in the warmth and the kind of magicalness of the light and just settle into the feeling that everything felt where it was meant to be. Looking back on this Saturday, I'm just really happy I had the time to rest and enjoy the light. On Monday, I went to yoga. I have no footage, so just imagine it looks like this. Tuesday was a bit different. I, for some reason, had kind of fallen down an internet rabbit hole of comparison and overthinking too much, so I knew I needed to journal. Just had this kind of nagging feeling in my head that I needed to pour out onto the paper. Thankfully, it worked, and I felt a lot better after. On Wednesday, some family visited for dinner. You can imagine it looked like this. On Saturday, things just felt different. It was another amazing sunny day. You can tell I'm in a good mood because I'm being super cheeky in front of the camera. But the best thing to do on a sunny day is to go to the beach. I also started using my watercolors for the first time today, and that was a special moment, testing out the new colors, creating something new. I was feeling so inspired with the new paints that I went home and I tried drawing, or rather painting again, to a lot of joy and satisfaction. The next morning I started editing footage because I had enough to edit together. It was a cozy day, but also a sunny day, which meant another walk. So here I am getting ready, and on my walk I was listening to The Happiness Lab with Dr. Laurie Santos. The great thing about the podcast is it's all science-based, so it feels like something concrete to listen to. They talked about this concept called productivity debt on the podcast. The idea that you can't do what you enjoy until you've finished everything that you think you should do. But the to-do list never ends, so you'll never actually get to do the stuff you enjoy. We treat tasks like buckets we have to empty, but really, they're streams that keep flowing. The key is to letting the tasks flow around us so that we can make space for what really matters. That idea blew my mind. On Monday, I went to yoga again. Still no class footage, so just imagine it looked like this. I also played around with some more watercolors on my lunch break. This little piece is called Spilt Milk because I accidentally drew the milk pouring over. I like this one since I was practicing with glazing and layering shadows and getting more comfortable with the medium overall. On Tuesday, I could unfortunately feel myself getting sick. My head was aching and I knew something was coming on, but I still managed to squeeze in a bit of painting after work, practicing these sweet little teacups. I love how delicate the colors turned out. Watercolors are perfect for capturing elegant, intrinsic details, and this was probably the highlight of my day. Wednesday was pretty slow. I worked from home feeling low on energy, still kind of sick, but after work I caught this beautiful sunset. I remember Googling why winter sunsets last longer. I think it has something to do with the air. Either way, they tend to be more vibrant sometimes and last longer than the summer ones, which feels like the sun is doing us a favor, knowing we need all the light we can get. That night, we watched Twin Peaks. I just started the series this month, so it felt so surreal and sad to hear about David Lynch's passing just days later. I was only beginning to appreciate his work and his eccentricities. It was strange to see his cameo one night and then hear the news the next day. I just keep thinking about how sad it is to lose what seemed to be a really caring and kind and creative person. On Thursday, I was back in the office. During my lunch break, I painted this little cake, and I loved focusing on the details of the icing and the tiny berries. I have a whole Pinterest board dedicated to cake decorating, even though I rarely, if never, have decorated a cake in my life. So now I get a lot of joy knowing that I can paint them instead. On my walk home, I noticed the sky was this special January blue that was crisp and new, and I took comfort in thinking that not all January blues have to be sad, and sometimes they can even be a good thing. On Friday night, I tested out this new brown Faber-Castell fine liner. I thought the black pen might be too harsh for my watercolors, so I wanted to try something a bit softer. And the next morning, you can see here with the added watercolors, I think it pairs really well. So this new pen has become a new favorite. Saturday night we hosted people, and this is the evidence.